Good morning. I got that haircut and I'm feeling a little bit better about myself. The sun is shining and life is beautiful this morning as we're out moving around on this great Friday, looking forward and anticipating a weekend. You know, sometimes the things that happen in our life are just random difficulties, and other times there's something far more dark and sinister behind them. And I'll talk about that in just a second. You know, in the Bible, we're often told to put on the whole armor of God. Sometimes we are warned about the roaming lion that goes about seeking who he may devour, that being Satan. We sometimes hear about the fiery darts of the devil. We're told that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against wickedness and evil in high places. You know, it's something we should truly consider. Now, I don't want to scare anyone with a Halloween type video, but what I do want to bring to your attention is sometimes the things that we face in our life could be an affliction of the devil. Now, before you think I've lost my mind and I'm acting crazy, hear me out. What I mean is I believe that demons cannot possess a Christian, but I do believe that they can oppress us. We can constantly be reminded of our guilt, of the things that we've done that are wrong. We can waller, as they say down south, waller in our depression to where we become ineffective. You know, the tools of Satan vary. It's not necessarily an evil red guy with a pitchfork poking you and throwing fire at you. It's not that sort of thing. It's simply the fact that sometimes, even though that Christ has forgiven us, we don't forgive ourselves. Even though that we know that God has us and the world is difficult, but that the Lord will ultimately triumph, that we let depression creep in. I'm guilty of this. It happens to all of us. Sometimes we struggle with feeling just down and out, and maybe we feel like our joy is gone, or maybe our faith or our connection to God seems a little bit distant. You know, that happens. You know, and I think sometimes it could be things that we're doing that we need to shape up and do better, but other times it could be the oppression of Satan. You see, Satan can't pull you away from God. He can't take your salvation away from you. He cannot pluck you out of your Savior's hand. He can't. But what he can do is sometimes send trials and afflictions to you. Now, I don't know if that means he can make us sick or not. I don't know exactly what it means, but I do know that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. I do know that we sometimes struggle against evil that we don't have any explanation for. But you know what we should remember, as each of us face these things in our life, is that Jesus Christ has paid the price and won all the victory, and that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and that the Lord will go with us even unto the end of the world. Short and sweet today, but just keep that in mind. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. When you struggle, turn to the one who has overcome it all. Be kind to each other. See you next week.